And welcome to our YouTube channel. This is our 9th installment, identifying why we're getting closer to a crash. First of all, this week really disgusted me. But at one point, it proved to me that the crash was coming even closer. Why is that? Well, let me explain. Every crash, you end up with a peak. See the peak here? This was the dot-com crash. See the peak here? And now we're forming another peak here. So this was the .com, this is the housing con, and this is the peak we're forming here. What is the point behind the peak? Well, remember, the institutions have to get out. Now, it's J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Citi, all those guys that represent the teachers union, the steel workers, anybody that has pension funds, they got to get them out. So they have to drive the market up to get them out. They need the retail customers. They need to suck the retail customers in so they can get the people out. So J.P. Morgan's got to get the teachers unions out. And that's their duty. They don't care about you, the retail customer. So what's happening? What do they use? They use a technique. Listen to this. They use a technique, first of all, of giving you hope. Then they give you optimism. Then they give you belief that it's time to get fully invested. Then they give you thrill. That means you get so excited listening to them that you must buy more stock. You're even going to buy on margin. Here's what it sounds like right here. This is how they do that. Look, listen to this.
The economy is booming and jobs are booming.
Really?
We had the best economy ever.
Really?
Big growth this year. I mean, you could have 7 or 8% real.
Really? Yeah. Well, remember what he said before?
We could grow this economy at 4 or 5%.
Then he changed his mind.
It looks like it's 4-ish. I'd be thrilled if it was 3+.
Remember?
I still think by the second half of this year, we can get back to a 3%.
Oh, come on. For all through Obama, they couldn't get it to an annual 3%. They couldn't get to 3%. Why? Because when you have tremendous debt, and you have tremendous trade deficits, it's like putting an anchor. It's like taking a Queen Mary anchor and put you in a canoe and go out and drop that anchor. What are you, nuts? Debt it will kill you. You can't grow. So what they're doing at this point is again, their big job right now is to get their pension funds out. They did this with the housing bubble, same thing. And that's what they're doing here. See this? The same thing what they're doing. But it's not going to work. Now, let me show you something. See, here's how it works. Here it is. There's the dot-com bubble right here. You see? There it is. Hope. Then they get you, the optimistic mood starts kicking in, belief starts kicking in, the thrill clicks in, and then the euphoria. Now, every market pulls back first before it crashes. They always do that. They'll pull back and to make you think it's over, and then they push it back up to get those final pension funds out. And now you're complacent. You sit there and you say, I'm not going to sell. I'm going to hold forever. I'm going to hold. Matter of fact, here's what Kudlow said today, trying to make you hold.
And folks, you should keep adding to these index funds. Do not sell, do not time, just buy them and hold them. And then buy more and hold them. And if the market sells off badly, buy more and hold it.
Oh, really? Well, buy and hold, but who's going to tell you when to get out? Who's going to tell you when to get out? 85% of people lose money because they don't know when to get out. Well, we've changed that because if you look at my charting that I use, okay, my charting I use right here. See, it turns red. It gives us a signal. All right, this was Tesla. Remember, I told everybody to get out of Tesla this week or on February 17th. If you've been in Tesla, take your profits at 3:57 p.m. on February 17, 2021, and you're going to love me for it. On February 17th, I told everybody to get out. I said that on the radio. I got all my members out. I could see it. It turned red. It was a perfect way to sell the stock short, making money on the way down. Okay. Now, finally, I got to tell you that the biggest problem that they have right now, they don't know what to do with these interest rates. And remember the chart I just showed you back here? This is key. There's two things that are key right now. Okay, is they've got to get their people out. So they're going to do everything to drive this up. This is the last phase you have, driving this up, right here, driving this up. And then finally it will collapse. But we still have to go through the phase of euphoria. That's where I'm a genius. I'm gonna get so rich doing this. I'm going to keep buying on the dips. And then when you get that pullback, they do this on purpose, where they pull back the market 10%. That's what they do. And then when it goes back up, they say, "Oh my God, the market didn't crash. What a genius I am! I'm gonna start buying more stock. I'm gonna buy on every dip." Then you get so complacent. And that's when you get caught, and all of a sudden it crashes, because again, 85% of the people don't know when to get out of the market. Stop listening to them. Stop listening to this, okay? They're trying to suck you in, and that's it. So right now, this is the most important thing: is what are these yields are going to do? I've been following these yields every day. These yields are important, because we can't have these interest rates going up, because it will tip this market over. So I'm going to keep following this mood. I'm going to keep following this peak that we're at. Remember, we're right at the top of these peaks. We're getting there closer and closer. But remember what they're going to do, like never before, try to keep this market going up. And we'll enjoy that. We'll make money. Let them do that, because we know when to get out. So we will follow these rallies, and we'll make money. But I'll guarantee you, I'll have everybody out before this market goes down. Stop listening to the fake business news network. Stop listening to their beliefs and getting you thrilled and getting the euphoria stage. That's what their job is. It's insane. It doesn't work. I never heard more crap in my life. Remember this: foreigners are dumping their treasuries. That's why it's very hard for them to get these treasuries, the yields, back down. But the good news, please believe me, the good news is for gold. I know everybody wants Bitcoin. Nobody cares about gold. But believe me, this is good for gold, because when they keep pressing, kind of get those rates down, and you got inflation going up, which we do because they lie about it, that sets up gold. Beautiful. We'll talk more about gold next week. Remember, please have everybody share this with everybody and hit like. And please check out my site. And it's free for 10 days. You get my membership. And, of course, what you get is this beautiful color-coded chart. And for 10 days, it's all free. And you'll see how beautifully this works, okay? All right, I'll see you on the charts. Watch those yields. That's the key to this crash, those yields. See you on the charts.